Welcome back, everybody! Alright, so this is going to be a super quick video about, as the title says, white privilege. With all of this coronavirus and the world's coming to an end, we're all going to die, we all forgot about white privilege. But I was on the job site the other day doing construction, as we do, and one of the carpenters was cutting up some wood, as they do, and the smell of sawdust reminded me of when I was a child. You know how sometimes a smell or a song or even just a couple of words might just harken you back to your childhood when you're like, oh shoot, you know what that reminds me of? So there's a bunch of sawdust on the ground, it smelled like sawdust in the air, and so I was telling my buddy, who's Mexican, he's first generation here, legally, thank you very much. His parents went through the whole process, took him like 8 years to get here, but he's here legally. He's first generation. I love his dad. I've spoken to his dad a couple times. Speaks fairly decent English. He definitely speaks way better English than I speak Spanish. Hats off to the guy, very smart guy. Speaks 2 languages very well. Actually speaks English better than most of the guys that only speak English on my crew. But that's neither here nor there. So, I was telling him, I'm like, oh man, this smell reminds me. I mean, we grew up poor, even though white people, we grew up poor, but poor is a very relative. Poor in California is a lot different than poor in Mexico, as I found out. So I was like, hey, you know, did you ever have like hamsters or mice when you were growing up? Because the smell of wood chips, you know, reminds me of when we had hamsters and mice when we were growing up. And he was like, oh no, I mean, he goes, we had mice, but, you know, we didn't go out and buy them. They were just in the house. We were trying to get rid of them. And I was like, oh shit! I have white privilege! This is some white privilege for your ass! White people have to go out to a pet store, seek out rodents to purchase, then bring them back to their houses, even when you're poor! Poor white people! And we had to buy sawdust to bring the rodents into our houses. We had to bring the rodents into our houses, put them in cages with sawdust because of white privilege. Oh, there's something in the road right here. Oh, it's a cone. It's a cone. It's a cone.
They were cones.
So, anyway, that's just a funny story about, you know, like, I don't think I have white privilege, but, you know, because I work construction, I bust my butt, my back hurts, my feet hurt, my neck hurts, and I got nobody to sue. It's my own choices. I choose to do construction because I love it. So, anyway, I hope that you all had a nice little giggle about when I realized that I had white privilege. I hope you'll watch my next videos. Thanks again so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.